Hello traders, today we are looking at Apex Trader Funding, how to use this prop that in my opinion is the best. And this is a guide for 2026 on how to use it and getting paid. So the first thing first is the evaluation. In this stage, you need to prove to Apex that you can actually trade. Here, you can buy an account, you can buy different type of account. So to explain it, I will use the 50K account that is the most popular and the most balanced account. What is the target that we need to hit to pass this evaluation? We need to have a profit of at least $3,000 as a profit target, but we have not to lose more than $2,500. This is the maximum drawdown that we have. What are the rules of passing this evaluation? Basically none. We have no rules, so basically it's like a Far West. Why Apex is the best prop firm? Because we can buy this account as little as $19, $16, $30. It depends based on the promotion that we have. Now, a little recommendation: if you want to buy an account and get the best deal out there, I'll give you a special link with a special coupon code where you can save the most amount of money possible. I'm linking this in the description below. Right? So basically, you need to pay this monthly fee to have your evaluation. Now, this is the cheapest account you can get in the industry. And the best part is that you can have till 20 accounts, and this is just huge, right? Another great thing about Apex is that you can pass in as little as 1 day. So basically, you can pass with only one trade. There are no consistency rule. And this is just incredible because you can use everything you want, every kind of strategy, everything, literally everything, to pass this account. So what happens if you fail the account? Basically nothing. Sometimes it's cheap to reset the account, or it's cheap to just close it and buy another one. It depends based on the promotion that is going on, all right? But basically, why I think this is a bargain? Because the profit target in relation with the drawdown, it's very balanced. A lot of prop firm ask you bigger profit target with smaller drawdown. My recommendation is getting 50K from Apex Trader Funding. Now let's see what happens when you reach your profit target and pass your account. So step 2, you hit the $3,000 to pass the account. Now Apex will reach out to you with an email, so you just stop trading for that day. During the night, the system will send you an email where they ask to sign the agreement with you and Apex, and after they will ask you to pay the fee. What's the difference between the PA and the evaluation is that the evaluation is monthly, but when you reach the profit target, you will pay just a one-time fee. So you will not have any kind of monthly payment. This is just a one-time fee. And based on the promotion, you can pay like $40 or $60. It really depends based on the promotion. When you pay the fee, you finally get your PA account, right? Now we need to understand how the PA works, all right? So we need to remember some stuff. We will have rules based on our account profit balance. So if we are below $2,600, if we are above $2,600, or if we double the $2,600, right? Why is that? Now everything will be crystal clear, but I think this is the best way to understand how this thing works. So let's make some space here to explain it better. So you have a max loss, but this is not an hard rule, all right? So this is a max loss per trade, all right? So if you are below the 2,600 mark, that this is what Apex call the safety net. So remember that this number is the safety net for Apex. So if you are below, you can risk maximum the 30% of the safety net per single trade. So that means that your stop loss needs to be maximum the 30% of your drawdown. All right. If you are above 2,600, you can risk 30% of your total profit balance. All right. So if you made $3,000 on this account, you can risk a maximum of roughly $1,000 per trade. All right. Now, the moment that you double this safety net, so basically your account goes to $5,200, your max loss per trade become the 50%. All right? So keep this in mind. If you go above this 30%, but you close it faster, nothing will happen. But if you do this consistently, of course, Apex will not like that. All right? So remember these. But at the same time, I think that if you want to grow your career as a trader with Apex, it's always best to have a maximum of 10% drawdown. So if you follow this rule, you will be consistent and you will not risk of blowing out your account. All right? So keep this in mind. Now let's talk about the risk reward rule. So now, doesn't matter at which stage you are, if you made less than $2,600 or more than $1 million. Apex doesn't want you to have a risk reward worse than 5 to 1. I'm not talking about risking 1 to make 5. I'm talking about the opposite. So risking 5 to make 1, right? If this happen, is not a problem. But if your strategy is based on risking a lot to make very little, this is a problem. So Apex will not like that, right? And I think that anyway, if you have this kind of trading system, this kind of strategy, you will not last too much, all right? Your account will be blown very quickly, all right? So keep in mind this thing. Now let's talk about sizes, right? So the size that you can use for entering in a trade. If you are below the safety net mark, you can use maximum half size of the maximum allowed, all right? So if your maximum size is 10 contracts for the 50K, you will be able to use only 5 contracts, all right? Now, the moment that you reach your safety net, you will use your full size. And I think this is a great stuff to make sure that you can keep your PA as long as possible, right? Of course, this is valid even here. If you double or if you do $600 million, doesn't matter. You will be allowed to use your full size the moment you reach your safety net, all right? Now let's talk about the hard rules. What does it mean? These are the rules that are strictly prohibited by Apex. And this is hedging or a bi-directional trading. What does it mean? That you cannot go long or short or you need to stick to a bias? Nope, it's not. Basically, what that means is that you cannot go long and short at the same time, all right? So you cannot use one account to go long and one account to go short on correlated instrument, or you cannot use the same account to go long on one instrument and short with a correlated one, all right? So this is strictly prohibited. So please don't do this kind of stuff because, just this thing does not work. If you want to do a professional trading, just use a strategy, stick to it, and grow consistently your trading account. All right? Now, finally, we talk about payouts. So you finally reach your safety net. So $2,600 mark. And finally, you want to ask a payout. All right. So how much you can ask? So the maximum you can ask with only the safety net in your account is $500, all right? Or if you did more than $2,600, you can ask basically 500 plus what you did more. So if you did like 3,600, you can ask basically 1,000 plus this 500, right? It's pretty simple. So basically you can ask 1,500, all right? What's the maximum? What's the cap? So the maximum you can ask for a 50K account is $2,000. $2,000 for each account. So if you have like 20 accounts, you can ask up to $40,000. All right? All right, perfect. Now to ask the payout, you have some rules. So you need to have traded at least 8 trading days, and 5 of these days need to have at least $50 profit or more. All right? Second thing to keep in mind is that only for the first 3 payouts, you need that your balance is at least bigger than your safety net. So at least $2,600. After, at the 4th payout, your profit balance can be anything. You do not need to meet the $2,600 safety net mark anymore, all right? But here happens something that is great. After your 5th payout, so basically on your 6th payout and plus, you do not have anymore the $2,000 cap. So basically you can ask what you want on any single account, all right? So you can ask 3,000, 10,000, anything you want, and you do not have to have a safety net anymore, all right? So basically Apex is the only prop firm that lets you have accounts that are like if they are live accounts. So this is really cool, and basically nobody let you have all this freedom. This is why I think Apex is the best prop firm, all right? Now, when you request a payout, how this works? Basically, they will send you an email with an invitation on a platform called Plane. Here on Plane, you can just put all your data, do a really fast KYC, and after you can just get money straight into your bank. Yes, this is a bank. All right, so it's pretty simple. This is how Apex Trader Funding works. And if you follow these simple rules, you will easily getting paid by Apex. All right? A lot of people and a lot of traders I know work with Apex from years. So stick to this rule and I'll see you on the path for your success. Of course, I remember that if you want to get the best deal on Apex account, you can just check the description and there will be a link and a coupon code that you can use to have a discount up to 90%. All right? So have fun trading and see you on the next video.